Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Kingdom Builder. The game of Kingdom Builder is fairly straightforward. We are building kingdoms, as the name suggests. The way in which we build kingdoms is we take one card off the pile that looks like that, and place 3 of our buildings on the terrain type that matches that picture. So in this case, that's the flower area. So that is our choice. That is the full extent of our choice. There is no more choice that we have, except that we choose which of those areas to put our 3 buildings in. The rules with building buildings are, once a building is placed, every other building that can go adjacent to it must go adjacent. So I can place that one there, I can place this one here, or here, or here. Any of those spots are absolutely fine. On my next turn, I will have another terrain type. In this case, it is desert. Now, because of the placement of this building here, I am next to a desert, so therefore I must place one of my buildings in that desert hex. I then choose which of the other 2 hexes to go into, making sure I stay on the desert terrain type. Now you will notice how the rules of placement are what cause me or force me to choose a position. But within that rule of placement, I have a choice. If I had chosen instead, on my first turn, instead of choosing this space, if I had chosen to build in these 3 spots, on the next time that a flower field card came up, I would be able to choose a totally different flower field to build in. Why would I choose to do one way or the other? That really comes down to this deck of cards here. This deck of cards are the scoring, how we score the game, what we're working towards in each game, and every game will be different. Out of this deck of cards, it's not huge. We will only have 3 available to us in any one game. So if I just take the top 3, this first one is called Discoverers. So if you read the writing down the bottom, it's about building settlements on the horizontal lines. You're going to get 1 gold for each horizontal line on which you have built at least one of your own settlements. What that means, every line of hexes, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There are 20 lines total. For each line that you have a building on, you will get a gold or a point on this points tracker at the end of the game. That means you only need to get 1 on each of those lines in order to get that point. There are cards like this one, which is about building many settlements on the horizontal line. So you get 2 gold for each of your own settlements built on each horizontal line, or on the horizontal line with the most of your own settlements. So once again, this is about the horizontal lines, but you want to focus on a single horizontal line rather than multiples. And this card here, called the Citizens, is about creating a large settlement area. So you're going to get gold or points for every 2 of your own settlements in your largest area. So you're only going to be able to score 1 of your areas. So what that means is if they were the cards that I had out, I would more likely want to be over in this location where I'm going to be able to join more of the fields together. I would obviously join in the desert just here. I would hope to, in fact, if I was building, I'd probably do that. So any other terrain type that comes out, I've got the forest, the grass, and the desert all covered if they come out. The only terrain type that would be struggling to be covered is this one, the chasms, because it doesn't join onto that. So as soon as I was able to get through to a chasm here or here, I would probably be trying to do that because that would give me a larger single village. The other element of the game are these little markers here. So these are capitals. If you can have a building next to a capital at the end of the game, that's worth another 3 points to you. So it's worth trying to land near those capitals. And whenever you place a building next to one of these location hexes, you would take the top hex tile from that spot. You can only take one from each spot. place that in front of you, and on your next turn, or from your next turn, you would get to do the action that's on the back. These markers are a big version of what's on the back of those little hex chits. This one allows you to build one more settlement or houses in a line where you have at least 3 others. It doesn't matter about the orientation of those 3 others. So that will enable you to get more of your houses or settlements onto the board by the end of the game. The game finishes when one player runs out of these houses or settlements. We start the game with 40. Everyone's putting down 3 per turn, but cards like that one enable you to put down an extra settlement or card each time. And that's how you're going to get more of your settlements onto the board, so therefore be able to get more points than everyone else by the end of the game. That's pretty much it. Each of those areas has a slightly different meaning to it, and you can just look that up in the rulebook. It's relatively straightforward, and the iconography is pretty understandable, but it also explains it in words as to the intention of that. So I'll leave that there. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Subscribe to these videos by just hitting that link that should be up there about now to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Gamesplainer to see what games I'm playing. And until next time, enjoy gaming.